Good evening and good day, everybody. Welcome to episode 3, episode trace of 60 feet 6 inches. I'm Whit. I'm here with the Commish. Commish, how you doing today, man?
Doing well.
Good. So, we're picking it up right where we left off on this day in baseball history. On this day in baseball history, Yankees first baseman Don Mattingly records 22 outs, 22 putouts in one game, 1987. Also, a little bit of a side note, he actually hits 6 grand slams that season as well.
Wow.
6 grand slams. You know, that's actually still an MLB record.
I would think so.
Yeah. Yeah. 22 putouts in one game.
That's a lot, too.
Oh, yeah. I mean,
it's like over 7. That's 7 1/3 putouts at first.
I want to know how many lefties.
That's a lot of ground balls.
How many lefties are hitting? Are they all pulling the ball or some righties hitting over to first base?
No. A putout could be a short to first.
A little assist.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like a 6-3. But that's a lot of ground outs.
It is. Yeah, a lot.
Not many strikeouts. I wonder who was pitching that game.
I was just about to say, I wonder who pitched that game. But
you could probably look it up.
We could look it up. Yeah, maybe we'll do that for next show. Look it up. But what impressed me was the 6 grand slams in a season, and that's a record.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
87?
Exactly. 87. 2 years coming off of MVP season, hit 323. You know, that MVP season that he hit almost above 340, which is insane. You think he should be in the Hall of Fame?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Is he not?
Nope.
Yeah, for sure. Mm-hmm. For sure.
Yeah.
I mean, he's like a Wade Boggs, right?
Right.
That's how I sort of look at him.
Well, Wade
came around the same time.
Wade is definitely in the Hall of Fame. That's for sure.
Yeah, Mattingly should be in.
Yeah, Andrew Jones should be in the Hall of Fame. Those Gold Gloves alone should get him in the Hall of Fame.
How many years did he play?
I want to say 19.
Did he really? Andrew Jones did?
I'm pretty sure he did.
I don't know.
I mean, he's got over 400 home runs, 10 straight Gold Gloves. I mean, what are you going to do with talent like that? You just going to let him hang dry? Or are you just going to let his son, who's drafted number 2 overall by the Diamondbacks, just pretty much pick up where he left off? You know?
Yeah. I don't know.
Well, I mean,
on the edge.
17 years, so it's not too bad.
Okay. That's a lot more than I thought.
Yeah. I mean, he's got 1,900 hits, 434 home runs, 10 straight Gold Gloves.
Okay.
Yeah. He's got
pretty legit.
Yeah, absolutely. I would think so. So we came up on the halfway point of the season, a day after the All-Star weekend. And we got the Home Run Derby and also the All-Star game.
Home Run Derby's a mess.
Home Run Derby was trash. It was. I want to go back to 10 outs.
10 outs, that doesn't help. Because you still have human error, right?
Right.
With the pitchers. Acuña's getting sliders and curveballs from whoever the hell was pitching.
I mean, he's hanging them to where they're coming in.
Who was that clown?
I don't know.
Is he the BP guy?
I think he is, actually.
What was he doing?
I don't know. You need to get Bryce Harper's dad out there, or Robinson Cano's dad, to where they're throwing like meatballs.
And I don't think you should have brackets either. I like the time stuff and the distance and the extra time with the 2 distance balls. That's cool.
Little bonus time.
Yeah. So you don't have brackets. Because somebody like Corey Seager, who blasts 24 in the first round, who I believe was the second highest or third highest, doesn't get through. Because
Julio Rodriguez at 32. 32.
So why not just have them all 8 of them hit? You take the top 4, and they move on to the second round. And then after they have them all hit again, then the top 2 total, not top 2 from that round, top 2 total
finish
from
it.
first, second round,
Yeah.
go to the finals.
Right. I just look at.
I mean, you might as well. I mean, I would be like, if you're able to move the mound back like Soto was doing, which is ridiculous.
I don't know what he was doing. What?
You could get more time to see the ball.
Instead of it being
hey, why don't
30 feet?
Why don't I put somebody like close to the mound throwing about 80?
Right.
Then you have old men in their 80s winding up with one ball in their hand.
I know.
And then then it gets hit and they like look at it.
Right.
And then they go fishing for another ball in the basket.
10 seconds have gone off. Come on.
I'd like to rewatch it.
Yeah.
And see how many swings each guy got in those 3 minutes.
Yeah.
Because Rodriguez, he was getting them going. He was like, throw it. He was
on a roll. I had figured that by the second round, whenever he hit 31, I had a feeling he just got winded, just got tired because he was dropping bombs.
Yeah, and he had to go first every time.
That's right.
So he had to go the whole time. Mm-hmm. Whereas Soto went second, and as soon as he won his round, he quit.
That's right. Yep.
So I guarantee he didn't swing half the times. But then when it came time for the finals, advantage Juan Soto.
Who chooses these contestants? Is it just the league that just promotes them, or they go around asking everybody?
I think they ask, but I think they were fishing for anybody in the last couple of weeks. I mean, who was the poor guy from had no business being out there?
Is his name Albert Pujols?
Oh, besides that, the other guy that hit about 2, was it Martinez?
Ramirez.
Oh, Ramirez, yeah.
17, yeah.
Oh, he hit 17?
He did, yeah.
He hit more than Albert.
And I was wondering...
why didn't Miggy hit?
I know.
Albert was hitting.
Right. It's funny because everybody thought...
Miggy hit the game?
Yes, he did. Yeah, he got out. Yeah. You see Big Papi going around talking to the players. He asked... he told Dusty Baker, he said, Dusty Baker, put me in. He said, I can still drop bombs. And then he went to the pitcher. Can't think of his name. The one that was mic'd up. Can't think of his name. And he asked, he said, what would you throw me? He said, I'd probably throw you high and inside. And Big Papi said, I'd hit a bomb off you. He just walked away. But I'm not a big fan of having the players mic'd up. I don't know why. It bothers me. I don't know why.
I mean, it's an all-star game, right? I guess they are doing it in the regular season a little bit, too.
Yeah, sometimes.
I found it interesting when they had the pitcher and the catcher mic'd.
The Trevino and...
I thought that was sort of cool.
Yeah, where he was just talking in his glove and say, hey, this is what I'm going to throw you.
Freaking John Smoltz, who has all the answers for everything. Oh, I'd throw him this. Oh, maybe not.
Come on, Smoltzy.
I'm not a fan of his commentating.
No,
He's very knowledgeable.
Absolutely.
But he comes across very arrogant and assholey.
And somebody who played in the MLB at a professional level for a long time is a Hall of Famer. It just seems like that they
He's
don't
just
think
that type
baseball.
of guy. He's like that on the golf course, too. All these little pro-ams he tries to play in.
Yeah.
He's a competitor, I guess you could say.
I mean,
not a fan.
He is the guy that had
a fan when he wore a Braves jersey.
He had a psychiatrist on the stands, in the stands whenever he was pitching. He's like, "How was that, Doc?" He's like, "Good." He's like, "Yeah, it's good."
Yeah, home run derby needs adjusted somehow.
Yeah, I'm really a fan of the 10 outs only because I think that it would go by faster. Not that I want it to end quicker, but
no. What you get then with the 10 outs, this is what you get. You get them looking at balls all the time instead of swinging.
Well, I mean, if you're trying to hit home runs,
I like the fast paced. I mean, yeah, okay. Then your pitcher better be throwing strikes.
Yeah, that's true. Like whoever Julio Rodriguez's guy was, that guy there.
He was going.
That guy right there, he's the champ. I would probably try to recruit him for next year if I'm trying to be at the home run derby, But the All-Star game itself, I know it's mostly for young fans. I know that, but I miss the old-fashioned All-Star games where the players are wearing their own jerseys, maybe have a different hat, because those jerseys were just...
They're pretty hideous, if you ask me. I think it might have been the ugliest thing I've ever seen.
Ugly. So ugly. Whose idea was that? They look like the players' weekend jerseys.
Oh, they're ugly, I thought.
I mean, maybe the hats are okay, but just...
All the gold was a little bit much.
Yes, it was. Yeah. Maybe it's because it was L.A. Maybe.
What are you saying?
Exactly. The innuendo is exactly what I'm saying. Exactly.
Wasn't as flashy as Acuna's $140,000 diamond necklace he wore.
My goodness. It seems like there was drip all over that red carpet. You see Jazz Chisholm? Golly, he had a necklace on that had to have been, close to a couple $100,000.
It's the new wave.
Is that what that is?
I think it's a new type of player, right?
Yeah.
You have those guys.
Yeah. I saw...
Which is okay. I'd rather it be like that than somebody that's lifting weights for the home run derby and meditating and not socializing with anybody else.
I saw
by the name
bear,
of
Pete Alonso. I saw the polar bear. There's a shot of him I don't know if it was in the locker room or sitting still, and he is concentrating on his breathing.
Yeah, that was down underneath the thing.
Where he's doing deadlifts.
So did you notice when he won his rounds, nobody really came up and congratulated him? I think Lindor felt... Was that Lindor? No, that was Marte.
Marte.
I think he felt obligated because he was a teammate.
Mm-hmm. Maybe they didn't want him to win. Maybe he's a peculiar specimen.
That's the whole Mets team.
Yeah, you're right.
Leading off for your New York Mets, Brandon, sprint down to first when you walk.
Hard 90. Every time he gets walk, he gets hit. He just sprints down. I think he's trying to set an MLB record for how many times a player gets walked and then runs to first base.
Weird bunch.
Now, as far as I saw a couple player interviews, of course, Scott Boras is always lurking behind every one of his clients. Juan Soto, and there was this interesting interview with Aaron Judge by a
Did you sort of get a feeling when Soto was in the contest that Marte and Acuna were sort of giving him...
No, I didn't feel that.
Coming up to him, giving him, like maybe they were working him a little bit, like, hey, come play for us.
Ooh. You think the Braves would be able to pull that off?
You have to give up a lot.
The Mets definitely would.
Would they take a whole outfield? We could give them Duvall. We could give them Heredia. We could give them Ozuna. Throw in Ian Anderson. Will Smith, because they don't get along, Will Smith and Juan Soto.
Yeah, that would be good.
Is that enough?
I don't know if that's enough for him. Turning down $450 million contract? Saying that, I don't want to be here because I want to win. You can't blame him. They're not doing anything.
Yeah, the Nats get rid of people all the time.
You see Steven Strasburg?
Think about who they've had. They've had Scherzer. They've had Harper. They had Schwarber, right?
They did. They did have Kyle Schwarber. They did.
Who was a big disappointment in home run derby, by the way.
Yeah, he got crushed by Albert Pujols.
I think he gave it to him.
You think so? Well, it was 20-19. Maybe he did. Maybe he's just winded and just out there just to see. He's probably thinking that Pete Alonso was going to win it, stuff like that, because he's meditating and burning incense in the locker room while he's deadlifting and listening to Bob Marley.
What a loser, man.
There was an interesting interview with Aaron Judge, and a female reporter comes up to him and says, there's this kid that's your fan, stuff like that, and he wants to know, are you going to be with the Yankees? Or if he still likes you, he doesn't know if you're going to stay. Aaron Judge is stumbling over his words, and everybody, if you're listening, you should go look up that interview. And I really don't think he knows what to say, almost like he's like a PR person trying to stay as... what's the word I'm looking for? Not be transparent. And he's saying, well, there's a lot of good Yankees on this team. And he said, but you should be an Aaron Judge fan for life. And I was thinking, the Yankees may let him go.
Oh, he's gone, I think.
Why wouldn't you have signed him already?
Soto or Judge?
Judge.
Really?
I mean,
Soto's 8 years younger.
You think that's what they're doing?
No, I'm asking you. If you had choice, who would you get?
It would be Soto, especially with the left-handed bat.
Yeah.
Right field. I mean, but
left field, right? Does he play left?
Right.
He could play left.
He can play left. I mean, they're not going to keep Joey Gallo. That guy's not even going to be on the playoff roster.
Who else could we give him? We got 5 guys already.
I'd give him Mike Soroka.
They probably wouldn't take him, though.
I mean, he's injured all the time.
Damaged goods.
You know, he got hit off the kneecap or something like that while he was doing like a simulation start. That's why he got shut down. Drilled him.
Oh, I did see that.
Yes.
That's right.
He cannot catch a break. Can't catch a break. You know? I would, I'd give up a lot for Soto.
Oh, yeah. It'd be like a Ricky Williams deal. Or no, Herschel Walker deal,
Herschel
right?
Walker deal. Yeah, exactly. Now, I guess, closing out the All-Star segment, I guess it is, I watched it with my son. He likes seeing all those players together, Ohtani, and, he loves Miguel Cabrera. He saw Big Papi, and he saw Max Fried.
Just
Max
seeing him, right?
Yeah.
So, I went in 2000. Yep. I was here in Atlanta.
Mm-hmm.
Have I said this, told
we
this story?
First episode.
Oh, we did?
Yep.
Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so I don't need to repeat it.
No. Mm-mm.
But yeah, I saw, A-Rod and Jeter and Nomar all together. That was cool. That's what I remember.
A lot of talent.
I don't remember the game.
Exactly, yeah.
I remember Home Run Derby.
Exactly, yeah. But, seeing all those players together, stuff like that, it's exciting for young kids, especially with, was it Cole and Max Fried talking in the dugout? I kind of like that, but other than that, for some reason, I like the exhibition of watching a lot of these elite players play together, even if they're not 100%, because, it's just weird doing it in the middle of the season because half of these players are trying to stay healthy, because what if their team makes the postseason? What are they going to do, if they get hurt, And, but, it's an exciting time, L.A. Still need to have it in Atlanta. We will never stop talking about that because I feel like in Atlanta, Georgia, that place would erupt, especially around the Battery. Oh my gosh, we could buy a whole nother team with the revenue we'd make there. You know how many guys were named to the All-Star team? Was it 30? Well, they still get recognition, right? Even if they can't go because they're hurt or something. Right. With all the replacements. Yeah. And all that good stuff. Mm-hmm. I think the American League total came to 39. Wow. And the National League came to 40. 79 dudes. Why one 79 less? Guys. Well, it was because they had one less guy to replace or something. Oh, okay. I got you. Oh, my gosh. Well, yeah, you look at, Austin Riley got on. Freddie Freeman got on. There were pitchers that got on. Yeah. I mean, 79? Really? 79 guys? Holy cow. That's a lot of guys. That's a lot of dudes. Now, did you see what I liked? I did see Stanton's home run, and then him and Byron Buxton went back-to-back. I thought that was a good moment. And then Stanton wins the MVP. I thought they were co-MVPs. No, he won it. Mm-mm. Yeah, he took that bat. I think he wins a truck, too, or something like that, right? Oh, really? I think so. Well, they used to do that. That's another thing I thought. Juan Soto. Turning down, go back to the home run derby, right? Turning down $440 million. And win it. Wait a minute. And who was he going up against? Who was it? It was the big guy. Was it? Seattle guy. Oh, Julio. Yeah. Rodriguez, right? Yep. Who's making the league minimum, which is below $1 million. Yep. Soto should have let him win. Let the guy win $1 million. I agree with that because Soto's going to get paid regardless. I really think that Julio Rodriguez just tired himself out. Goodness gracious. I mean, the guy hit, 82, something like that? Crazy. Yeah, I think he hit close to almost 30 more than Soto total. And then Soto wins. And yet he loses. Right. That's wrong. That is wrong. There should be if they're going to do timing, I think that the last round should be a certain amount of swings. How about that? Or maybe just a minute and a half or something. And then whoever wins takes it home. get less and less amount of time to show that the home run derby is about hitting bombs. And if you have a less amount of time to react, like a minute or a minute and a half, it shows what kind of player you are. Like back then, whenever on ESPN Classics, they used to have these old home run derbies. I saw one with Hank Aaron and Mickey Mantle. Those were amazing. No fans, field umpires, and it was just, I think it was just 3 outs actually. And then I saw Mickey Mantle and Hank Aaron just drill home runs. Like they would make these guys nowadays look like children, But I mean, it's halfway through the season. All-Star break is over now, and now this is probably going to be the most exciting time in the season. Trade deadline's coming.
It is August. Is it August 1st or is it August 30th? Beginning of August.
Is it okay?
It's like the 4th or something like that. I don't know.
I think it's like the first week in August, but
it'll be interesting to see if the Braves make him move.
I say the Atlanta Braves bring back Jock Peterson.
I could see that.
Yeah. But where would you put him, though?
Left.
Put him in left?
Yeah.
What about Eddie? Eddie's been doing all right.
Sorry, Eddie. Yeah, he's not replacing Michael Harris.
Duvall. That's what I would
Not replacing Michael Harris.
No. He's been struggling lately.
I mean, okay, so maybe you can put Eddie and let Acuna DH.
You could platoon him.
Let Acuna DH. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just rotate them, those 4.
I think Acuna needs to take a sit down for about 3 games, and I think he needs to chill out because I know he's coming off an injury. He's coming off, trying to be careful and everything. But do you see that? Do you see where it just doesn't seem like he
hasn't gotten in his groove, right?
Is that what that is? Yeah.
It's not because it's not that he's holding back. I mean, look at his stolen bases. He's over 20.
Yeah, you're right.
I think it's just trying to get in that groove.
Yeah. I think that's maybe why he participated in the home run derby, maybe. Try to get the timing back, But
it's all good.
Yeah.
2.5 back. He just has to get hot here at the end.
Yeah, exactly. Now, last episode we were talking about the AL East. It seems like almost every team in the AL East is going to be in the playoffs. Maybe not the Orioles, but the Orioles are like 3.5.
They're back. Right there.
Yeah. They're above 500 now, I think.
They're right there.
At 500.
The team that has been on fire, and I think they won, 14 in a row, Seattle.
Mariners, yep. Mm-hmm.
I think they're currently in that last spot.
Yeah.
But the Orioles are above 500.
That is crazy. That is. They got Rutschman, got Mancini, Cedric Mullins. I mean, they got a good amount of guys. I don't know if they have any pitching. But, I really think I'm going to make my prediction right here. It's going to be the Atlanta Braves and the New York Yankees.
Ooh.
Yeah, I'm going there. Because in a series, the Atlanta Braves are going to beat the Mets.
This is what I fear for the Braves. They need to win the division.
Yes.
If they have to play in that first wild card round, it's only a best out of 3, right?
Yeah.
Anything can happen, best out of 3.
True. That Cincinnati series.
Yeah. I mean, you could face,
Scherzer.
Well, they'd win the division, so we wouldn't face them first round.
True. You're right.
But, I mean, I don't want to play a 3-game series.
No, we need that 5 games.
Yeah. Even if we play we might have to play anyway, right? We'd have to have the best record overall.
Yeah,
to avoid that.
I'd be afraid that
just win the division.
Yeah, that the Mets would take at least 2, and then it would go like a 5-game. You know what I mean? Game 5, and then they wouldn't. It'd be.
I don't know though. What is DeGrom actually going to be back? I mean, he's supposed to come back. I guess they're saying he's looking okay.
He got shut down.
Oh, he did.
He did. Yes.
When?
He had a simulation game started and got shut down because of sore arm. Poor guy. He's not coming to New York again this year. And then Steven Strasburg, he's shut down for the year as well.
He's shut down every year.
Oh my gosh.
It's all right. They'll just keep pitching Scherzer so he has dead arm by playoff time.
Right. That guy, Steven Strasburg, that guy hasn't been healthy since like 2012.
Ever.
It's
I
crazy.
remember when he came in the league, he was like
pumping smoke and then shut down.
Yep.
He's got some kind of nerve damage that will not require surgery. It's a shame because he was a pretty good pitcher. Those Heat.
Why is it always the Mets guys? Mets superstars.
Yeah.
Syndergaard, Matt Harvey. Remember him?
Oh my gosh. That year, what was it 15?
I mean, all their just big guns get hurt.
Yeah, they do. Yoenis Cespedes, you remember that?
Oh yeah.
Terrible contract where he broke his legs and chasing pigs, stepped in a hole, broke both of his legs. That was crazy. You remember that game? And the only reason why this game comes to memory is because it was against the Atlanta Braves. He was supposed to show up for a game, okay? And then he just disappeared.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Like AWOL. And there's the announcers are talking about, is this guy on suicide watch? Is he dead in his hotel? Because they couldn't find him. And then I guess he had backed out of the season or something like that.
Yeah.
Crazy weird. You want to talk about weird?
So
those Mets players, you're right.
Yeah, something always weird. Something's going to happen with them. I know it. I just know it.
Yeah. But coming around it, gosh, it's almost August. So you got what? Good solid 2 months. 2 months and a week and a half more baseball.
Yeah, what have we played? Like 90-something games.
94.
So, yeah, you only got like 68 left.
Wow. It's a quick season. They better hurry up if they're going to win 100 games.
Right?
Yeah. The Yankees, 64-28. Oh, my gosh.
I always worry about teams like that, though.
In the playoffs?
They have the monster records.
Yep.
And then they get in the playoffs and somebody beats them.
Right. Exactly. First round. Exactly. That was like the White Sox. Was it last year? They got swept in the playoffs last year. You know.
So you never know.
You never know.
But yeah, it's going to be a race. I think the Yankees, obviously, their division's pretty much sewn up.
It is, and
Astros, they're up by about 10, aren't they, in their division?
9. Mm-hmm.
What are the Dodgers up?
The Dodgers are up currently 10 games on the Padres.
Oof.
Yeah.
So that one's about done.
Yeah, that one is about done. But you have so many teams that are going to be in the wild card in the National League. You got Atlanta 6 games ahead. San Diego's 2 games ahead. The Phillies.
They're in even right now.
St. Louis Cardinals.
Yeah. And then
the Giants are a half a game behind.
That's about it.
And then even Miami. Miami are 5 games out.
Okay.
You know? But once it gets down to Colorado, Arizona.
So San Fran's only a half game out of the wild card. Mm-hmm. They're not going to get rid of Jock then, do you think?
You're right. No.
They'll probably keep him if they're still in the race.
It depends. You know what? It would probably depend upon the next 2 weeks if they start losing, you know. But you know, it's one of those things to where I probably wouldn't want to be in a GM's position only because you don't know what the team's going to do. You don't know if they're going to get hot. Unless you're the Washington Nationals, you know exactly what you need to do.
Well, this time last year, we were talking about the Braves. Are they going to be buyers or sellers?
Right. That's true. And AA just
came through.
That guy.
I just have a gut feeling.
He's going to do something.
I think he's going to get Jock back somehow. Or pull some blockbuster. I mean, really, we only need one outfielder. That's all we need. All the other position guys are taken care of.
That's true. But who are you going to get rid of? You going to get rid of Eddie? You going to get rid of Ozuna?
All of them. Package deal. For Jock you wouldn't have to. But if you want to get the big dog.
Or maybe they can say, hey, trade us Jock and we'll pay the rest of his salary.
Here's your whole new outfield. Nationals. Eddie Rosario. Adam Duvall. Marcell Ozuna.
For Juan Soto.
And we'll even throw in a starting pitcher, Ian Anderson.
You know what? The only way they would take that trade, you know who the pitcher would be?
And we'll throw you in a reliever since Rainey's out.
Right.
We'll throw in Will Smith.
You know, they would take that deal.
You want a catcher?
Don't you dare. We need Darno.
I'm talking about Contreras.
Oh my gosh, we need Contreras. We just traded Shea
Heredia.
Langeliers.
We can let him have Heredia too.
The only way they would take
No, we can't let Heredia go.
they would take a pitcher if it was Spencer Strider.
That's not happening.
No, but they would do that. They would. I would if I was a GM. Wouldn't you? Yeah, oh yeah. They'd have mustache night. I must ask you a question. Soto going somewhere is a mystery, but I'm looking at the Dodgers, the Yankees, or the Mets.
Only the rich get richer. Why would the Dodgers? Do the Dodgers have a spot for him?
You can move Mookie.
Move him to second.
You could. Who's at second? Gavin Lux? Is that him? Yeah, he's. Could put him there. I mean, he took a lot of ground balls at second.
I'm telling you.
You know?
Marte and Acuna were both working Soto.
Now, if he comes here.
Not that means anything, but.
If he comes here, what do you do? Put him in left? Keep Acuna in right?
Absolutely.
Oh, my gosh. Is this even real that we're talking about this? Could this possibly happen?
Can you imagine?
Oh, my gosh.
Might need it because we're pitching.
Yeah, our pitching's just been.
It's not. Fried's been solid. Charlie's come around. You know, Strider and Strider and Kyle Wright.
Kyle Wright is.
It's just not what you look at as, man, I feel very confident in those guys.
Only because the middle rotation of Ian Anderson is just so. You don't know what you're going to get. He's like Julio.
Man, after watching some of those bullpen guys last night pitch.
I know.
Helsley, did you see that guy?
Yes, 103.
How do you throw a 71-mile-an-hour curveball and then throw a 103-mile-an-hour fastball? 32-mile-an-hour difference.
Did the Braves face him whenever they played in that series? Did he pitch?
I don't know.
I can't remember if he did or not.
We need somebody like that, man.
Yeah. We need like a Liam Hendricks.
I mean, I'm tired of seeing the same old hit and miss A.J. Minter.
Yeah. Should have developed, what's his name?
Walk, make it sweat it out, Will Smith.
Yeah, exactly. We should have, Sean Newcomb that we got rid of, should have turned him into a closer. He would have been a great lefty closer. He throws about 98.
He likes to walk them too, though.
Oh, my gosh, he does, doesn't he? Jeez. Well, I mean, as far as getting to the end of the season, gosh, we're talking about what did we say, about 70, 60
68 games, yep.
Gosh. Well, I mean, we're going to see. I mean, we're going to see how the divisions play out, which they're actually pretty done. And we were talking about that even on the first episode of how the divisions are pretty much.
I think we get the Mets, 12 more times?
We do, yeah. The Braves play the Mets 12 more times.
I think we have a 4-game series with them, then
We have a 5-game series
with them.
Yes. We play them August 4th, 5th, 2 games on the 6th, and on the 7th. That's a 5-game series. And then a week later,
Perfect timing to bring in Soto for that series.
Oh, my gosh. Drop bombs. He'd hit 5 home runs in that series. It would change his dynamic, too, because he's playing for a team that's actually going to win now.
You couldn't have him and Will Smith on the same team. After
You see Soto pulling the crying eyes? He said, "Walk to first base." He's like, ooh. But, I mean, Will Smith has always been that way. He's like that Madison Bumgarner mentality. And I think he got that whenever he was with
San Fran. Yep.
Yeah. Like, say, hey, man, run the ball. Which I like that, but only Bumgarner can do that. Because that man was disgusting in the World Series. He's got like the lowest ERA, I think, in World Series history. I think it's like 0.3 something. It's insane. Yeah. But, I mean, we'll see. I mean, it's still technically not a long season, but I mean, 60 games, 70 games is still a lot. Definitely enough for a team to turn around if they're actually thinking about winning something. But the teams that are tanking, let them tank.
I mean, you look at the Mets, how they did in their last series. I mean, they took 3 out of 4 Cubs.
Yep.
2 of them in extras.
Yep.
Which they actually probably should have lost.
They should have lost with stupid doubleheader rules. I mean, extra inning rules.
And then they did lose their last one.
Yeah.
The Braves just couldn't take advantage.
Against the Cubs.
I know. They ended up winning 3 out of 4, but they could have very easily lost 3 out of 4.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be interesting. They play San Diego coming out. See how that goes for them. We play the lowly Angels without
Your
Trout.
Highness, Mike Trout.
Did Ohtani pitch the other night in the All-Star game?
I don't think so. I don't remember seeing him pitch last night or in the All-Star game. No.
You know what that means?
He's hurt.
No, that means he's throwing against us.
Oh yeah, he's throwing against the first game.
Oh, is they already
yeah, he is. Oh yeah, he's already there
against Max
on. What is that? Thursday or Friday?
Max has got a whole week and a half rest, but Snit's still going to go with the rotation.
I like it.
Is he?
I like it. Yeah. Oh yeah.
No, I'm saying is Max throwing?
It hasn't been determined yet, but I would probably say.
They throw Strider, man.
I was about to say you throw Spencer Strider because Mike Trout's not there. He's going to tee off on a lot of those.
Mike Trout's not out.
That's what I'm saying. If he's not going to be there, then he's not going to be teeing off on anything.
That is true.
But Ohtani...
undecided. Oh, Ohtani is pitching Friday.
Yes, he is. What's his ERA? He's what, 9-4, 2.3 ERA? That's okay, but the division is terrible.
Sorry, we'll take him out.
Yeah, absolutely.
Thing about the Braves is they really offensively seem to do better against the stud pitchers.
Better pitching. Yep.
Now, not against Scherzer when he was here, but...
Well, that was only one incident.
But it's those guys that they haven't seen before that give us trouble every time.
Mm-hmm. It's like pitching to a rookie. You don't know what to throw him because you've never faced him before, you know? But that should be a pretty exciting series. I know they're going to draw a crowd, because I was looking up tickets. Tickets are like $300 a piece. I'm thinking, no thanks, Kimosabi.
Well, probably because they were thinking like I was thinking. You're going to see Trout and Ohtani. Mm-hmm. Well, now you're not going to see Trout.
Yeah, that's true. You know who else is on the team that I just remembered that we haven't seen? Anthony Rendon.
True.
He's hurt.
Well, we've seen him before.
Yeah. I mean, I like him when he's healthy. He tried to slap Jesse Winker in the face with his cast on. Ugh.
That almost went the wrong way. I almost slapped his Winker.
So we usually on the last segment, I'm going to ask you if you have any predictions based upon what we saw in the All-Star game, what you did check out. Good talent. I don't think that it showcases the true talent because I think in the real games where people are actually taking it seriously, National League MVP. Who are you thinking?
Oh, National League MVP.
It shouldn't be hard. You're thinking of the same person that I am.
What? Who are you thinking?
I want you to say it first.
Our guy?
Yeah.
You thinking Austin Riley?
I'm thinking Austin Riley.
He's got to be up there.
He's got to be. Who else is better?
But I think you got to win the division for him to win it.
No way. That would be a terrible category or terrible excuse.
See, who's from the Dodgers? Anybody from the Dodgers? Trey Turner?
No.
Not really.
He's always going to hit over 300, but he ain't going to hit a lot of bombs. But he's going to have a lot of stolen bases.
So other than that, there's really nobody.
Not Freddie. Not Mookie.
Mets? Alonso?
But he doesn't have the average. He's going to have the bombs, but he doesn't have the average. And the same thing happened to Andrew Jones in 2004 whenever Pujols won it.
Yeah, I mean, why not Riley?
Yeah, that's what I'm taking. I mean, he's hitting almost 290 now. What, 25 home runs? Goodness gracious.
25? I thought he had more than that now.
Does he have more? If he has more, then that's even more ridiculous.
Why did I think
he's on pace to hit like...
I don't know why I was thinking 27, but I could be wrong.
He does have 27. Holy cow. Hitting 285.
Yeah, his average is flying.
Oh, my gosh. 27 home runs. 61 RBIs. How
many does Goldsmith have?
2 stolen bases. You know what? I forgot about Goldie.
Yeah, but he's playing for the Diamondbacks.
You mean the Cardinals?
I mean the Cards.
You're going 5.
What am I thinking, Diamondbacks? What am I thinking?
You're going like 10 years back for Goldie.
That was bad.
That's all right. That's okay.
The Cards.
It's been a long week.
He could be the MVP candidate. What's his deal?
All right,
Has he cooled off at all?
He not really.
Who's the leader in home runs in the National League?
It's got to be Austin Riley. Goldie's hitting 330.
Oh.
And
how many HRs?
20.
Oh, that's it.
Yeah. So he's only got 20.
How many ribbies? He has a bunch of ribbies.
He does. So Kyle Schwarber has 29, which is kind of nuts. And then Austin Riley's got 27. Goldschmidt has 20. Goldschmidt has 70
That's the top
RBIs.
3?
Yeah. No. It's Schwarber, Riley, and Alonso.
How many does Alonso have?
24. But his average is bleh. He's hitting 265. His OPS is terrible. It's like 860. Oh my gosh. Can you try to guess? Can you try to guess Kyle Schwarber's average?
Oh, it's awful. It was like 205.
208. Oh my God. All this guy does is hit home runs or he strikes out. He's like old, like Adam Dunn at the end of his career.
Even old school Dave Kingman.
Oh my gosh. 210 hitter, 500 home runs.
Was it Kingman or Greg Luzinski? They're about the same, right?
Yeah, they are about the same. And then CJ Crone, he's hitting 298, 69 RBIs. His OPS is 902, but Austin Riley, his OPS is 923.
Yeah, but you got to play for a winner. You're not going to win the MVP playing for Colorado.
I hate that rule.
Well, I mean, and then you got to take into consideration playing in Colorado.
Yeah, that's true.
So you better have your stats better be way more than somebody else.
Yeah, absolutely.
Man, Austin Riley.
I know. What about the American League?
Who didn't get voted into the All-Star game or selected, even though he did get on.
Right. You know, I liked seeing him and Dansby at short and third during the All-Star game. That was pretty cool.
Yeah, that was. And Darno was catching.
Yes.
I think they were all in at the same time.
Yes. Was Freddie at first at that time?
Oh, I don't know. No. Freddie came in early.
That's right.
He pinched hit. He didn't play.
He did because Goldschmidt just came in there, hit a bomb, and just said, "I'm done, Skip."
It's because we had so many first basemen, I think. Mm-hmm. I mean, you had Goldschmidt, Freddie, Alonso. Who else?
Who else was it?
Why am I forgetting somebody?
I don't know. It doesn't matter. It's okay. I mean, but still, I had a lot of first basemen, a lot of catchers too. Alejandro Kirk from the Blue Jays, and then Trevino, and then Darno, and then Dick Contreras. Did he catch? No,
Counted as a DH.
DH. Yeah, I felt like there were a lot of Braves out there.
There were 6 of them out there. Well, Max didn't throw, but five guys in the field.
That's
good.
A
lot.
That is good. So I'm going to go American League. Aaron Judge is hitting 284. 33 bombs.
Yeah, he's got to be MVP
70.
right now. Got to be.
Now,
no comparison, right?
The same guy that I was talking about a month ago, Luis Arias, he was hitting like 340. He's still hitting 338. But he's only got 5 bombs, 30 RBIs.
Judge is playing on the team that almost has 70 wins already.
True.
He will be MVP AL.
Now,
what about Cy Young?
Ooh. I'm guessing for the National League, I'm going to go with Gonsolin.
You have to right now, don't
Max
you?
Fried. Yeah.
You have to go Gonsolin, I would think, right now.
Right. Or
he hasn't lost, has he?
No. Or Alcantara.
That guy, I think he might be the best pitcher in the National League.
Yeah. 9-4, 1.7 ERA, 138 innings pitched, 123 strikeouts. Goodness. And then let's just see who we got. Gonsolin, 11-0.
Yeah.
2.0 ERA. He's only thrown 93 innings. He's got 86 strikeouts.
I mean, he's right now, he's on route for a 20-game winner.
Max Fried.
When's the last time we've seen that?
Goodness. Julio Urias from the Dodgers. And it's so funny because they don't even make a big deal anymore. You know, like 20 games is serious, you know? And they just don't even think about it because I think that they stopped wondering about wins whenever Jacob deGrom won that Cy Young, and he only had like 5 wins, but his ERA was like a 1.6, and it was ridiculous. So they take away the emphasis on the wins, which I like the wins. I mean, obviously you can't have a team that, if they can't hit, then that's not your fault. But, I mean, it's got to say something, right?
Yeah. What about American League? Verlander?
I would say Verlander only because him or McClanahan of the Rays, he's 10-3, 1.7 ERA, 110 innings, 147 strikeouts.
Oh,
he started yesterday. He started for the All-Star team. And then Justin Verlander is 12-3 with a 1.8 ERA. Oh my gosh. He's got a brand new arm. Jeez. And I'm thinking for that's it. It's going to be Verlander and Alcantara. I'm going to make that prediction right now.
Alcantara, huh? No, it's going to be Gonsolin.
You think it's going to be Gonsolin?
Yeah, because if you think about, what he has behind him, right? What's his ERA? He still has a decent ERA.
2.0.
That's really good.
Yeah, but he also has like 30 innings less than Alcantara, and Alcantara's ERA is at 1.7.
Yeah, that's pretty amazing, too.
Yeah, that's insane. I was looking at strikeouts. I want to see how many strikeouts that Spencer Strider has in his amount of innings pitched.
Oh, he's got
to have at least 100, doesn't he?
How many innings pitched he have?
He's got to have, let's see.
It's got to be at least, I bet just about 1.5 times his innings. How many innings has he thrown?
74.
Does he have 100 strikeouts already?
He has 114.
Yeah, one at a time, 1.5.
Gosh, that is insane.
Right? Because 74.
He's in the top 10 of all
That's
baseball.
right at 74 and 37. It's 111.
Yep.
So it's right at 1.5. That's insane.
That is insane. He's a top 10 in all of baseball in strikeouts. And he has half of the innings that everybody else has.
Definitely have the starts.
Definitely. Absolutely. He's probably one of the most exciting pitchers I've seen in a long time. Only because I like whenever pitchers just go out there and just challenge hitters, just throws heat and they can't touch it. Even though they, saw a couple guys actually foul off, what's his name, that was throwing 103. Like Luis Arias, that guy's hitting 338 for the Twins. He fouled off 2 pitches that were 103. Like, just no big deal. It's crazy. Crazy. Well, that's about going to do it for it, Commish. We're talking about everything that's happened so far. We're going to keep everybody posted. But I say that we see how the season's going, and I'm still going to predict, everybody that's listening, hear me out. The Braves and the Yankees are going to be in the World Series unless Houston beats the Yankees.
I think it's a tougher road for the Braves. There's just so many really good teams in the National League.
I know.
Even somebody like a San Diego can be dangerous.
Dodgers, San Diego, right. Exactly. San Fran.
What do you think about the Owen Murphy kid that the Braves drafted?
Two-way player?
Mm-hmm. They said they're going to make him a pitcher, though.
Well, Braves are always – John Schuerholz always made an emphasis on, getting pitching. And then I like how the Braves are still following in their footsteps. Because, you're going to have players that are going to come up. They're naturally going to be able to hit. And if they can't, then they can't hit. Oh, what I forgot? Drew Waters is gone.
He is gone.
He is gonzo.
There was nowhere for him.
No. With Michael Harris coming up, he's not going anywhere. Good switch hitter. I actually thought that he was going to be up this year. I really did. But he's been struggling a little bit, which obviously baseball is a hard sport, so you're going to struggle. But I thought that he was going to be up here this year, but he gone. And then got a compensation pick from Kansas City, But Owen Murphy, good pick, obviously. I kind of deep down, I kind of wanted the Braves to draft Drew Jones, but I know that wasn't going to happen. You know how much he signed for with Arizona? It's like $8 million.
Nice.
Even if he never set foot on the baseball field again, he's set.
His pops probably didn't make that type of money back in the day.
No. He's like, man, I got a $10,000 and a bus ticket. And then he hits 2 home runs at Yankee Stadium in the World Series.
At 19, I believe.
19. Mm-hmm. Yep. Well, Commish, it's going to do it. It's been fun. Thank you for everybody for listening. Keep listening because we're going to be updating this almost every single week. So stay tuned. This has been 60 feet, 6 inches. Commish, Whit. Keep your grass green and your pants dirty. Good night, everybody.